everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Jessica if you are. This is my Empties and Spendies video. I try and do these videos every 2 months to update you on everything that I've used up in my kind of beauty, skincare, hair care world, as well as everything that I've purchased over the past couple months. So this is my update for the months of July and August. I do have a little bit of spillover into September just because I was a little delayed in filming this video. So some of these empties do come from the early part of this month, but for the most part, this is what I've been able to use up and have brought into my collection over the past 2 months. So if you're interested in seeing all the items that have come in and out of my inventory in the past couple months, definitely stay tuned. I'm also going to update you on the monetary value of everything that I've used, as well as how much I have spent, which I love tracking. It just kind of keeps me in check and keeps me from spending too much money. My goal this year is to decrease my spending from last year, and so far we are on the right track, and this project just kind of keeps me mindful and reminds me not to spend money that I don't need. It's a continued practice. I'm always working on getting better at this. So thank you for being along here with my journey. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in my little YouTube community. And if you like me and you like my content, please don't forget to give it a quick little thumbs up before you head out. Let's get right on into the video. Starting off this video is with my empties. We're going to talk about my hair products that I finished up first. After years of having this in my shower, I finally went through the entire bottle of this Fanola No Yellow hair mask. This is the large size. It's 33.8 fluid ounces. It's 1,000 milliliters. It's a big old bottle of hair mask. This is one of those purple conditioning hair masks, perfect for taking out any brassiness or yellow pigments from your bleach blonde hair. I don't go through this very quickly just because I don't use it very often, but it is kind of a must-have for people with bleached and highlighted hair like myself. I'm debating whether or not I want to kind of phase out my highlight and go back to my natural color. I really want to get my hair as healthy as possible, but I do love being a blonde. I just want to continue this hair journey and see how long and healthy I can get my hair. It is really long right now, longer than it's been in a long time, and I feel like all of my attention and work that I put into my hair over the past several months is really starting to pay off. So do I want to continue that by getting back to my natural hair color? You can see my dark roots right now. I don't know. We'll see. I know there are ways to kind of lighten your hair that are less damaging than bleach, but for the meantime, I have a lot of bleached hair, and a yellow hair mask like this, or I should say a no yellow hair mask, this purple shampoo really does help to keep it a nice, beautiful toned color. So really like this product. It was recommended to me by my hairstylist, and I would repurchase this. I got it from Amazon and I paid $18.39 for it, and it lasted me well over a year. So good value on that. I also finished a shampoo from Verb. This is their hydrating shampoo. I liked it a lot. This was $20. And if I was in the market and this was on sale, I would consider repurchasing this, but for now I'm having fun experimenting with other shampoos. But this had a $20 value and it is empty. And last in my hair care category, I have these 2 little travel size shampoo and conditioners from Monday. This is their moisture shampoo and conditioner for dry hair. And these each had a value of $3.49 each. And these were just in my travel toiletry bag for a long time before I finally was able to use them up, and really nothing much to say about them. I don't know if I could really get a good read on them from just these small travel sizes, but I like having those for when I'm on vacation. I like to just know that I have a shampoo and conditioner in my travel that I can count on, and not like rely on some crappy conditioner that might be at a hotel or might not be at a hotel. So always like having that on hand. And I'm pretty sure I got these as a free sample from Ulta, so I don't even have to pay for them, but they do have a value of $3.50 each. So in total for my hair care empties, they have a value of $45.37. Moving on to my makeup empties, I did use up this little sample of the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. This was a gift from Sephora, I think maybe one of my 100-point perks or something like that. This has a value of $7.36, and I did really like this hydrating primer. I like hydrating primers a lot these days, and it was fun to use that one up. One of my favorite mascaras is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, so I was very excited to get this little mini size from Sephora as one of their 100-point perks. However, maybe I just saved this for too long, because as soon as I started reaching for it and using it, it was so dried up, I had to basically almost immediately call it an empty. I think I only used it a couple times before I just called it a loss. I did give this a value of $17. Kind of a bummer, because I was really looking forward to using this little travel mini size mascara of one of my favorite formulas, but it was all dried up. So what are you gonna do? But hey, at least it's not in my inventory anymore, taking up space. And that's a lesson to me, not to let mascara sit for too long, not to order a bunch of backups when I have things in my collection that I need to use currently. that's just a waste. I went through a lip balm. This came in like a little set. I think it was from CVS or something. This was a vanilla scented lip balm, and it came with 2 other scents, but I was able to go through this entire tube, and I have no idea what the value on it was, so I just gave it a value of $2. I would assume that that little gift set was maybe around $5 or $6, just guessing, but that's my rough estimates for this chapstick, and it's always so satisfying to finish up a chapstick. I feel like that rarely happens before you lose them, or they go through the wash or something like that, or some kind of calamity happens with them. So I was happy to get through that one. I basically just put this on my lips every single morning while I'm doing my makeup and get a little moisture surge on my lips that way, and that was how I was able to go through this tube of chapstick. I went through this little rollerball size of the Victoria's Secret Bombshell perfume. This was a gift for Christmas from my cousin, I believe, and I do really like this scent. I had this in my travel bag and in my purse for most of the year and was able to use it up that way. This has a value of $19. You may know this item from my rolling project pan. I finished up the L'Oreal Magic Perfecting Base. This is their pore filling primer, which I believe is now discontinued. However, I think I may have seen it on Walmart, or maybe it's a different formula, the same product. I'm not sure, so maybe it's not discontinued. If it's not, that's good news for me because I absolutely love this primer, and I'm kind of nervous about trying other ones from the drugstore price range. But from what I was able to see, this one on Walmart's website had a value of $16.99. And if it is still available, I would repurchase it for sure. Also from my rolling project pan, I finished up this lipstick from Rimmel London. This is their Kate Moss line in the shade 32, which is like a really pretty peachy nude color. And I got this one all the way down to the bottom of the component, but didn't really dig much further into that. I used this as a lipstick, as a blush, and it was perfect for the summertime. This has a value of about $5. And the last from makeup, I finished up this entire e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is their white concealer, and I used this to mix in with some darker foundation that I have in my collection that I'm also currently panning, and it just helped to tone it down just a little bit. I took out the stopper, I scraped out every little bit that I could, and I was actually pretty surprised. I went through this as quickly as I did. I bought this just about last September for my black and white makeup look we did for Halloween. And then I started using it as a foundation mix-in at the beginning of the year, I think back in January, and was able to go through the entire thing by using it that way. So this has a value, I think, from what I could tell from my records, of $3.20. I believe it cost maybe $5 originally, and I had some kind of discount from it for when I purchased from e.l.f. during one of their sales. So $3.20 is a great value for an item like this, and I'm really happy that I was able to use it up. And that brings my empties total for makeup during this update to $70.55. Moving on to my skincare empties, I include all of my SPF products in this category because I am trying to take care of my skin by using these sunscreens. So it's either body sunscreen or face sunscreen. I just put it all in skincare. Starting off with this face sunscreen from Sunbum. This is the Face 70. This was actually recommended to me by my dermatologist. They told me to get the highest SPF I possibly could, and this is a really, really good one. It does not break me out. It is a chemical sunscreen, I believe, which is not my favorite. I typically prefer physical sunscreens like the zinc oxide ones, but they don't go as high as far as SPF, but they do last longer. So you kind of have to measure the trade-off for yourself, but this is a great face sunscreen with a high SPF, and I have repurchased it several times and gone through several tubes. This I paid $9.29 for. So it's actually a pretty good price for SPF as well. I also finished up one of these body sunscreens. This is from Australian Gold. This is their SPF 50. This is a 100% mineral sunscreen. It leaves quite a severe white cast, but that does not bother me. It kind of gives me peace of mind knowing that I have that barrier that I can physically see on my skin. I don't mind that it looks a little bit purple on my tan skin. Doesn't bother me. People will sometimes try and like rub it in more, but I'm just like, hey, no, it's there. It's doing its job. I'm getting sun protection, which is really important. I spent a lot of time out on the lake this summer and out in the sun, and this definitely helped to protect my skin. I really like this one, despite the white cast. Doesn't bother me, but if you are not into a white cast, this is probably not the sunscreen for you, but I really enjoyed it. It has a really nice smell, really feels nice on the skin, and it lasts and lasts for a long time. So this has a value of $11.49. Also, I think a really good price. I went through this vitamin C serum from L'Oreal. This is their Revitalift Dermagrade 12% vitamin C with salicylic acid and vitamin E. And I actually really, really loved this serum. I would repurchase this. A lot of people on the Ulta website, I saw it in reviews, were complaining that this kind of tinge their skin orange. I did not have that problem, but it does kind of oxidize and turn darker in color as it gets older. You can kind of see on the bottle those like dark chunks, which really is kind of like a yellow color when it first comes out of the bottle. But I did not have that problem once it was on my skin. I thought it felt really nice on my skin. I could see a difference in my skin when I was using this, and I quite enjoyed it. This had a value of $28.79. It is higher when you buy it full price, but I got it on sale like I always do, and I think that's not too bad of a price for vitamin C serum. In my rolling project pan, I brought in this little travel size face spray from L'Occitane. This is, I'll have to read it to you because it's like a whole mouthful. Proactive Skincare Essential Water. I couldn't really find a price on this. I couldn't find it on the Ulta website, and I honestly didn't dig too deep, but I just put a value of $2 on this. It was a nice little burst of hydration in the morning on the skin, and it also had a nice smell, so I enjoyed using this. It's not something I need in my collection or I would ever go out and purchase, but it was a gift from like a little gift set from one of my students, and I really did enjoy using it. So give me that a value of $2, just kind of a rough estimate. And last in skincare, I did go through one of my CeraVe hydrating facial cleansers in the big size, the 16 fluid ounces. I buy these over and over and over again. This is my favorite face wash, always probably will be. It's a great price. It has great ingredients. It doesn't irritate my skin. I'm not into like fancy face wash. I just think you gotta find one that you like that does the job, and this one doesn't break the bank. So this big bottle, I think I paid $16.42 for this, which is more than I regularly pay. Most of the time I pick these up when they're buy one, get one 40% off, but I must have just needed one when there wasn't a sale going on at Ulta, so I paid a little bit more for this bottle, but you know, whatever. It all balances out in the end, and that brings my skincare empties total to $67.99. And my last category for empties are my body care empties. So I have here this little, it's not really little, it's a big lotion. This came from Ross as a set with a hand wash. So it had a little hand wash and hand lotion together, both in a peppermint scent, perfect for the winter time. I think I bought this around December, around Christmas. And I went through the hand wash a long time ago, but this lotion was sitting around for a long time. So I finally went through it by bringing it into my rolling project pan. I even mixed in a broken eyeshadow in there to give it a nice shimmer. And I'm happy to say this one is empty. I even cut it open and got the last remnants out of there. I gave this a value of $4. I'm pretty sure the set together was around $8. So we'll call this a value of $4. And my last skincare, or I should say body care item, is this hand cream. This is from L'Occitane. I have it cut open and broken apart, but this is just a little mini size sample of their hand balm, a 10 milliliter size. And I gave this a value of $2.66 from what I could see from the full size value. So for body care, my value of empties is $6.60. So with all of those empties together, I finished a total of $190.51 worth of product. And my total for the year is $809.66 worth of product that I have used up so far this year. So I'm pretty close to $1,000. I think I should be able to hit that by the end of the year. And I'm just really happy to see that number so high already when we still have a good 3 months left of this year. So great to know that I'm using up my items and getting value on the money that I have spent. And now for the products that I purchased during the months of July and August. And I will say I was a pretty good girl during these months. I really tried to cut back my spending and resist any purchases that I wanted to make and really just leave it to the things that I really needed or needed to replace in my collection. And I'm very happy that I did such a better job because I got a little bit crazy in previous months this year. So let's start with all the hair care items that I purchased. I probably did purchase a few things here that I don't really need, but I'm excited to try some new hair care items. You guys know I'm experimenting right now, kind of going with different curl products for when I want to wear my hair wavy. So it just, you know, takes me buying new things and trying new things to experiment with finding what I like. Curlsmith was having a sale. I think it was buy one, get one 40% off. So I have really liked their curl cream that I tried before. So I wanted to try a few other of their curl products from Curlsmith. So I purchased this Curlsmith Frizz Rescue Curl Retainer. My girlfriend who has curly hair really likes this item and I'm excited to try it. It's kind of like a gel, like a very loose hold gel, which is perfect for me. I don't like that crunchy feel on my wavy hair. So I haven't tried this one yet, but I am excited to reach for it. This one I paid $24 for. And then the item that I got for 40% off when I purchased that was this one, also from Curlsmith. This is their Moisture Memory Reactivator. So I was hoping that this would be good for like my second day waves when my hair has been slept on and my waves aren't looking as defined. I was hoping I could spray this on my hair to kind of revitalize the wave and get them looking fresh again. I did try this once and I didn't love the result that I got from it, but I don't know if I really used it in the best way. You know, with curl products, you really have to use them correctly to get them to perform the way you want them to. I guess that makes sense. But I'm going to have to give this one another try. So far, I'm not super excited about it, but I will get back to you on what I feel about this one in the future. And with that 40% discount, I only paid $9.50 for this item. And last, I repurchased from Prose their custom curl cream. I'm a little annoyed with Prose because they changed their packaging and they don't sell their pumps with their product. So this came with just a cap on it and I had to use the pump from my previous bottle to put back in here. But the old bottle of curl cream is like this tall and the new bottle is narrower and taller. So luckily the pump fit up on the top, but the little, the pump only goes down to probably about there. So once I get low in this bottle, I'm gonna have to get creative on how I'm gonna dish out the rest of that product. I'm really annoyed with Prose for doing that because now if I want a pump that goes all the way down, I have to repurchase a new one from them, even though I already purchased one from them before. They should have given me another pump if they're gonna change the packaging on me. I don't think that was very fair of them. So a little annoyed with that, but I do like their curl cream and I needed more curl cream. So these are about the same price as anything from the drugstore that I found. So I don't mind paying a little bit extra for Prose or, paying for that subscription. It's supposed to be custom formulated for my hair, so it's supposed to be better for my hair than maybe something I'm buying from the drugstore, supposedly. But I do like it, so I might as well just kind of go with what is supposed to be specially formulated for my hair type than kind of waste my money by experimenting with other curl creams that I might not like as much for the same price. So this I paid $25.50 for, and in total for all of those hair products, I paid $57 this month. For makeup, I didn't purchase anything new, so my total for spending there is $0, as well as nail care. Didn't buy anything in that category, and I might as well tell you now that also for body care, I didn't purchase anything, no lotions, no body washes, nothing. So the only other category that I purchased this past 2 months is in skincare. Since I went through my last big bottle, I did get another one of the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleansers. This one I got on a better deal. I paid $12.17 for this one. And not here for me to show you, but another CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser I purchased. I got one of the small, it's larger than the travel size one, but not quite as, I think it's probably like their 8-ounce one or maybe 6 ounce, I don't know, but it's smaller. I paid $10.99 for the smaller version of this, which is crazy, but I purchased it up in Arnold where our cabin is, and things on the mountain are always more expensive because they have to be transported up there. I bought it from where did I get it from? Oh, I got it from Dollar General. So I don't know why Dollar General was so much more expensive than any other place that I've ever purchased this hydrating facial wash, but I wanted to have one for my cabin so I didn't have to bring it back and forth every time I go up there. So I was fine with paying just a little bit of a premium when I needed it. I wanted it, I bought it, I paid the extra for it, and I won't be doing that again, but I did purchase that and had to include it in here. I brought in another vitamin C serum as well. This one's from Mad Hippie. I paid $21.49 for this. I don't like it as much as the L'Oreal one, and I probably won't repurchase it, but it's fine. And it's good to try different things so that I know more about what I like. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this, but I will have no problem going through it and using it. And last, I purchased this Ginger Melt Cleansing Oil from Peach and Lily. It's still inside the box. I haven't used it at all. I believe I got this on sale for $20.50, and I've heard really good things about this brand. I've actually tried a few things from this brand, just as samples, and I've really enjoyed everything that I've tried. And I think this is going to have a really nice smell. I love the smell of ginger. But I think that for the volume that you're getting, this isn't the best value as far as cleansing oils go. But I was just excited to try something new, and I really do love cleansing oils. I like having them in my shower to take off my makeup at the end of the day. It's just so easy, a little bit easier than a cleansing balm. So I'm excited to try this. I probably could have gotten something cheaper, but it was kind of like the novelty of it that I was enjoying. And I don't mind paying a few dollars extra every now and then for fun. So in total for skincare, I spent $65.15. So for everything, makeup, hair care, nail care, skincare, and body care, these past 2 months, I spent $122.15. And in total for the year, I have spent $672.57 on all of those categories. And specifically, I wanna highlight my makeup category because that's the category that I'm really trying to keep low this year. I would like to keep it below $300 if possible. Right now, we are at $194.79. So I am very hopeful that I should be able to stay below that $300 goal, if not even lower than that. And that is just so exciting because I just know that I have so much makeup in my collection that needs to be used. And I'm really trying to stop myself from buying things until I absolutely need them. Like right now, I really want to buy a new concealer, but I'm about halfway through my last concealer and I don't need to bring in a new concealer right now. That concealer will last me through the end of the year. And then I can wait until January to bring in something new and just keep my spending this year that much lower, as low as it can possibly be. There's no point of bringing something into my collection when I'm not ready to start using it. I'm not someone who needs to use several concealers simultaneously. I'm going to enjoy the concealer that I have, and then when I am ready, go and purchase the concealer I really want and enjoy that one probably for a good 6 months. And that's just gonna save me those dollars that I desperately need to save. Life is so expensive. It's crazy how much things have gone up over the past several years. And one thing that hasn't gone up drastically is my salary. So you do the math for me. Things are hard in this country right now. I live in the Bay Area of California. We're trying to survive. Me and my husband, we're doing okay. But, it's definitely not a luxe lifestyle we're living around here. We're just doing our best, trying to survive. And, of course, grateful for everything we have, but trying to be mindful of all of our spending. And that's what I love so much about this YouTube channel is it does help me to curb my spending, remind myself not to get things I don't need, and also to bring in a little bit of extra little income from the revenue I get from these videos. So thank you so much for being here, for watching these videos. You are helping me out so much, helping to support my family just that little bit. And I really, really do appreciate it. I'm sending my love out to you wherever you are in the world this video finds you. I hope you're doing well, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. Bye.